Koppel, host of the Time for Coffee podcast, where you get firsthand career advice into the jobs and industries that interest you the most. And before we start today's show, I have a quick favor to ask you. If you haven't already, I'd be incredibly grateful if you give us a rating and a review on iTunes. And if you're like me, you need to do it now because you'll forget later and because it's the best way to help others who may be in search of career advice to find this free resource. So press pause if you haven't done it and do it right now. I'll wait. Thanks so much and enjoy today's show. Hey there, Java Junkies. Welcome to another K-Cup mini episode of Time for Coffee. By the way, K-Cups come in 3 sizes, single, double, and triple shots, or roughly 1 minute, 5 minutes, or 10 minutes in length. So if you don't have time to throw back an entire caffeinated career conversation, these K-Cup mini episodes of T4C can give you a quick caffeinated fix, whether you're on the go or you only have a few minutes to binge. So grab your mug and take a chug, because it's time for a caffeinated career double shot K-Cup with my guest, David Kotowski. We hear a lot, Dave, about the value of sports in helping to nurture the soft skills. And you touched on some of those a few minutes ago: teamwork, leadership,
coachability.
Coachability. That was the other big one. How did you see that play out in real time when you got into the corporate world? How did those skills give you an edge?
Well, one of the first things that I did inside of Merrill Lynch was I basically created my own team. So I went back to the whole idea of having a team and having a team to play for, a team to compete with, where everyone's on the same side. So when I ended my career at Merrill Lynch, we had a significant team with, I think we had 8 people on the team, and everyone rowing, pushing, running, all for the same goals. And that was, how many people can we help on an annual basis? And that's what we looked at. How many people can we help?
And was this outside your division? How did you create this team?
No, it was inside. Inside, it was a matter of finding other financial consultants who would fit into the team to make sure that what we had, that we were all aligned goal-wise, that we all had the same goals in mind. And that's how we created our team inside of Merrill Lynch.
And was this something that was unusual? Because that sounds to me, I'm sorry to interrupt.
Yeah, at the time, there weren't a lot of big teams. It was something that was relatively new that was going on, and you saw this. And now it's much more common inside of Merrill Lynch.
What I was going to say is, it sounds to me like part of what the function of, whether it's a director or a VP, that's part of their job, right? To create that esprit de corps, to create a team. But was this something that you were coming at this from more of a sports approach than maybe business? I mean, I think
it's a combination. It's a combination of the two. We knew that one thing is a team. We wanted to have the right support staff. So at the time, we had 3 different executive assistants who were all part of our team, who were all helping us. And they were all licensed, so they could take orders from clients. They could do trades and things like that. So we had a team that we built up from the bottom all the way up to different parts of Merrill Lynch that were actually part of our team. So trusts and estate services. So they weren't physically in our office, but they were part of our team. So when someone looked at it, we looked at it as we were the quarterbacks of the team, and what we were going to do alongside the client, where they were the team owner, we were the quarterback, and we were making sure that everything happened so that this team could run as efficiently as possible on their behalf.
And is this the way that you talk to your colleagues? Like you would say, we're the QB and they're so you use that language.
100%.
Thanks for tuning in to this K-Cup mini episode of Time for Coffee. If you want to listen to our entire caffeinated career conversation, please check out the show notes for this episode. Thanks so much for listening to this latest episode of T4C. And if you're interested in learning more about my coaching services for confused college students and recent grads, feel free to check out the Time for Coffee website under the coaching tab at time4coffee.org or text me at 202-236-5712. That's 202-236-5712.